Namaste. Purnamaste. Beautiful souls. Beautiful souls. Feel this love. Yes, yes. Feel deeply, don't think. If you think, you miss all the heavenly glory, even your own. Because if you think, you only get the illusions of the mind, the projections of the mind. But if you feel deeply, if you really feel, then you get the truth as it is at the core. We are to speak in this video, dive deep about sensitivity, because many of you are so sensitive. So sensitive. And I'll tell you something. And you may suffer social anxiety. You may feel energy of others, pain of others. You may not be able to go out of the house. And it's just pressure. You want to stop feeling. I know. I was just like that. I was just like that. That's why I was so traumatized in childhood and in early childhood. Then in high school, I just felt so much and felt everything and everyone and so much trauma within me. I used drugs. I used many drugs, maybe not to feel. I destroyed myself to feel everything and being so sensitive and feeling pain of others, feeling all the darkness, all the energies. Almost killed me. It was great suffering. I could not go to the city. I could not. Too much people could not handle it. So yes, I know how it is. Sensitivity can feel like mental disease, can feel like greatest suffering. I know, I felt so inside everything. I wanted to run out of my body. But look at me now here. I healed all this. I'm now a baby spiritual master. I feel everything clearly. I feel so clearly now that I can feel things, experience, not only feel, not only think, experience what is in the minds of others, things that they are not ready to admit in themselves. I feel the truth as it is. I feel the energy as it is. No one can lie to me. No one can pretend. No one can be fake. No one can say that is love when they are giving control and dependency. A fake love. I feel everything now. And I feel energy so clearly that every day I do videos and full moon, new moon videos. Just out of the energies that I feel, because I know that what I feel is what people deal with, what we are dealing with. I'm clairsentient. I can feel. People think of somebody and I can describe that person. I can feel true intentions of people. I can feel in their mind their resistance, their attachments, what they are holding on, that they do not want to see in themselves. I feel everything. And that's why I am like I am. I don't like negative attention. I seek no negative attention. People download one comment to me. I see all their mind, all their hate, all their anger, all what they should heal and not project. I do not read the words, but I feel the energy. Somebody can say, I love you, but I feel, I love you. They are only wanting to, they are just like, just projecting something which is not love, and it feels heavy. It doesn't feel right. I feel true as it is. But I'm no more suffering. I'm going to city 1 time, 2 times per week to play my flute. I'm doing live videos on Facebook. I'm associating with people. I can go to places. I feel now everything more clear and profound. I never felt it. It's too much. I feel things that people do not even notice, and they bother me. The energies of all the violations of all the mind, everything. I feel like 100 times more, 1,000 times more than I did when I suffered so much. But now I'm a master. I can look at a person and I feel what is within them, all this darkness. I'm not suffering. I experience, it doesn't feel right, that's why I remove it. I can do profound healing on distance. I feel you. Everyone who sends me donation, by that they allow me to do the healing on them, because I say that I'm to do healing on them. If anybody don't want, please say. If you give me donation, and say I don't want healing. But I can really connect and feel the energy of another. I can feel the truth that it is, the energies that is within them. I can feel within their mind, within them, everything, what I need to get free of, what I need to work on, what I need to release, the causes of their suffering. Feeling is the greatest power of greatest masters. All my teachings, everything comes from experiencing and feeling energies so clearly in others and around me, in myself also. So sensitivity is greatest gift of greatest masters. You cannot be spiritual master if you are not sensitive as I am. So sensitive that I almost died and destroyed myself because I felt everything. Because to be a spiritual master, you have to feel into the deep of the core, such profound, fine energies that no one can even notice. And then you can create teachings which help others to get free of their entanglement. Because you feel so profoundly that you feel entanglement within them, that they are holding on and they are not even ready to see themselves, to work on themselves. It's not yet time, they need time. That's why Jesus Christ said, if you saw what I see, if you knew what I know, if you felt what I feel, you would know. I cannot tell you, you would know. So sensitivity is your greatest power. Jesus Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Osho, Anandamayi, Ma, Amma, all spiritual masters, all great spiritual masters in the world, they were most sensitive. And they went through, when they were young, what we went through and what you may go through now, suffering in being so sensitive. But when we heal, we feel everything as it is, clearly. It doesn't bother us. We feel it clearly. Here it is. We don't suffer in it. It does bother us. It doesn't feel right. But we feel so clearly everything, profoundly, so that we can create most profound, deep teachings that others can save themselves with. Jesus so sensitive, yes, that's why he was in that cave and Mary Magdalene had to give head massage, and that's why he lost the temper many times. I know. I'm so sensitive. I feel the problems in their mind. But they are resisting and resisting and resisting and projecting their mind, defending your mind. You go crazy because they are defending. You feel the causes of their suffering. You feel, and they are just empowering them and defending their mind. But they want to be free. And you have to lose it. There's no other way. So bad temper and sensitivity goes hand by hand. I know I have it. I'll tell you now something really deep, profound. Ananda one time went to Buddha. Buddha was in a forest, in a jungle, under a tree. And he said, Buddha, Master, why you are sitting here under a tree, all alone? Huh? People need you, help. People need your teachings in the city. What are you doing, Master? And Buddha said something very profound. Buddha said something very profound. Buddha said, Oh Ananda, beware of enlightenment, for then you are to feel how negative everyone's mind is. And it's true. I see always judging something, always thinking what is wrong, who is wrong, what he did wrong. Projecting out the worst things possible and acting upon them out of fear, out of guilt, out of security. Every mind thinks everybody is terrible. And I feel like that also. I love everyone. They think things about me. So Buddha stayed under the tree. And that's why sensitivity is greatest gift of greatest masters, because we see Buddha and Jesus, they did greatest things. So you cannot be a spiritual master, a teacher, a master, if you are not sensitive. And before you were traumatized, suffering in energy of others, you could not handle it, social anxiety, you wanted to be alone. But now, you are a master of feeling, you are clairsentient, you are clair-feeling. You can feel now, oh, it's not good for me to go there. You don't go there. You follow what you feel. You feel this person is not sincere, this person doesn't sincerely love me, this person is fake. Sorry. You say you love me, but I feel the energy. It's manipulation, it's some control, it's some imposing. I'm sorry. You can feel when people tell you, I promise I will bring you tomorrow the money, you just give me that and all this. No, you won't. I feel in your mind that you just want that shit now. And you don't want to give money. You come tomorrow. I bought this for you because you told me to buy. It was expensive. But now you bring me money tomorrow and you get it or I bring it back. Because I feel in your mind something that just doesn't feel right. They give you that. You feel what is in people, you feel clearly, and you trust what you feel. Nobody can lie to you. You know? And you have to really stop following what you think is good, what worked in the past according to calculation because they were in past okay and in past this worked. Now it feels like shit, it feels wrong, but you may follow what you think in your mind and what others convince you, what others think, and then you get fucked. You fall on the ice. But donkey falls only once on the ice. And you learn always, if you disregard what you feel and you follow what you think, you always follow to hell. You know? Right, no? Yeah. You know, right. But when you really trust what you feel. That's how you master your feeling. You have to trust what you feel. You feel this person is just not sincere to me. I walk away. And next day, 3 days, 1 week ago, you learn they fucked somebody else up. They cheated somebody else. If this person doesn't love me really, they just want my body. And you leave them, and next week you see them with a hot babe that forgot her soul and is just full of makeup. And the day after you see him with another, and on the day 3 you see you with another, and you feel how you felt right. You feel, oh, this is good for me. Your mind is telling you, no, this won't work. Your fears are kicking in, your guilt, no. But your heart, if you feel, oh, this is really good, I should do it now. And you do it, and something beautiful happens. You get blessed. Oh. And then when you are following your mind, what you think, what is good and bad, according to how it was in past, according to what you think and what you're afraid and insecurities and all this, and what others think, what others convince, you get fucked. Always. But always when you follow what you feel, you get blessed. And you realize that what you feel was truth. And in this way, you master your feeling. Because you are realizing that thinking is not knowing, and when you follow thinking your own and others and what worked in past and all these old programs in the mind, you get fucked. But when you follow what you feel in your heart, then you learn that you get blessed, that you avoid bad things, that you felt right. And in this way, you trust what you feel now. You trust what you feel now. You trust what you feel now. You follow what you feel. And you are really becoming a master in being yourself, following what feels right in a moment and what doesn't, going away, and not what you think, what was in past. But energy never lies. Energy is now here, this moment. And now you follow yourself. And you realize that if you follow what feels right, you always follow to your highest heavenly destination on earth. And in this way, you integrate yourself. You do not go against yourself in your mind. You are grounded in yourself, centered. And you are really mastering the feeling. Because you follow what you feel, you learn what you get confirmation that what you feel is right, and you are more in your power. Your feeling, your sentient powers are just getting enhanced and empowered, and you are more in your power. You step in your power because it's not about what you think good is bad and what is good is bad. There's no good and bad, and what others think is good and bad. It's about you doing what feels right now and going away what doesn't feel right. And in every situation in your life, in relationships, in business, in friendship, in whatever you do, you follow this. Because energy never lies. And you learn that when you feel it clearly, and if you follow, you learn that you follow the truth. And that's how you become a master feeler. Not only like that, it's important you go to nature, take your shoes off, because you're sensitive and you feel energy of others, you feel pain of others. All this energy is within you. Take your shoes off, go in nature, meditate, release this energy within you. Doesn't feel right, you're sensitive, you need to take your shoes off, you need to ground yourself. And in this way, you integrate yourself. In this way, you release all the energies that are bothering you because you are sensitive. You ground yourself, you integrate yourself. In meditation, you work on your third eye. In meditation, you are in the moment now. Here, you are aligned with the source, and naturally, your sensitivity powers are getting healed and enhanced. Meditation. And work on yourself, on your shadows, on your fear, on your guilt, on your traumas, on your expectations, on your control. This is making you anxious. But your fear and your guilt, I know, and your traumas, that you are so sensitive that you do not dare to express yourself. Sun gazing. Be on the sun. Sun purifies you, purifies all the energies within you that you are so sensitive on, and they need to evaporate. Sun evaporates them. You have to go out on the sun, meditate, do your work on yourself. If you can, sun gaze in the morning and the evening, sunrise, sunset, 10 minutes, 5 seconds you start, increase next day by 10. But only until there is uncomfortable in the eye. When uncomfort comes, stop. I don't recommend sun gazing to anyone because you can hurt your eye. I sun gaze for 20 years. I can sun gaze at summer, at noon, 1 hour, no problem. But you stay on the sun, let sun bathe you. Light codes are downloaded in your divine being through the sun. Sun evaporates all the energy within you, doesn't feel right. Mother Earth grounds you, takes out also all the negative energy, gives you mother's love. Sun gives you light, gives you power, gives you truth, your own truth. Your third eye is opening. You feel everything. Third eye is actually feeling everything clearly. And when you meditate, you are aligned with the source, with the all-knowing truth in everyone and everything. And when you feel that everyone that I am, in everything that I am, yourself, it's everyone in everything, everywhere. By feeling that I am, all is known to you, because I am everyone and everything. You can literally feel everything. Be a mystic who feels everything. Everything is clearly felt as it is on the light. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off, because when you take your shoes off, you ground yourself. You release the negative energy into Mother Earth. She can take it. She will heal you. She gives you healing energy. And when you see Egyptians, Indian mystics, and all day walking barefoot. Why? Because when you are barefoot, you release all the energies that doesn't feel right, and you are grounded and connected to everyone and everything in Mother Nature. And naturally, if you are just walking barefoot and you are in meditation and you are walking barefoot, Mother Nature, Mother Earth heals you, your sensitivity disorders, I know, and you actually get connected with everything and everyone that I am in Mother Nature. And that's how you become a psychic, you become clairsentient, you feel things in others that they cannot feel in themselves. You are one with Mother Nature, connected with everything and everyone that I am. And you feel everything. That's why sensitivity is greatest power of greatest masters. I give you my word. And like in this world, master psychologists and doctors, they don't feel. They are only learning about psychology and what they think. They counsel according to what they think. Doctors only what they learn in the books, and they look in the books and they're cutting you open, they're giving you medicine. But they don't feel you. True healer feels you. He feels the problems in your mind that you cannot feel. He feels your expectations, your resistance, your control, your holding on, your guilt, your fears, whatever is within you. And then you work with a healer like this if he is personal guide. I'm also like that, but I'm spiritual master. I'm going to do video and speak about it 1 hour, like I'm doing now. Or maybe less. You know, and you connect with a person. That's why sensitivity is so important. Empaths feel the pain of others, feel the suffering of others, feel what is within them. You can become a spiritual master. You can become a master psychologist. You don't only know. I don't know about psychology only. I'm not like this out of books. But I feel the psychology, the guilt, the trauma, ego blaming others and themselves, the fear, expectations, resistance, control, attachments, dependency, holding on and going on. I feel the mind. I'm allergic to the mind like anything. You know. And then you feel. And you can be a life coach, guru. You can be personal guide for somebody. You can be a healer. Because doctors only out of books, they learn something. But I'm telling you, they don't know anything. I'm telling you, they don't know anything. Only out of books, they learn something. And then they cut you open and they thinking about it. But the true healer feels within you, the energy within you. He feels the dark spots within you. He feels where are the nuts in energy. He feels what needs healing. He feels the condition within you. And that's why he can truly advise you. He can truly do healing on you and tell you what is the problem and what to do. Because he feels, he sees the energies clearly in you. So now you maybe feel pain of others and you want to go insane. You cannot deal with it. But when you work on yourself, like I said, meditation, Mother Nature, sun gazing, following what you feel always, trusting in what you feel and mastering your craft, you are to feel in others their problems, their shit, whatever needs to be healed within them. And you may be a personal guide, psychologist. You may help them. You may be a healer. You feel what needs healed in their body. You feel what needs healed to be in consciousness. You feel an experience. And that's why before you were a victim of your sensitivity. You suffered like me. I didn't want to go anywhere. Now you can feel the pain of others, what is within them. And you can help them. You can make a video like this video that I'm doing. It's always about some topics that are in the psychic, in the mind, holding on people and violations of energies. Psychology, spiritual teachings, so others can get free of their attachments, their expectations, their fears, their guilt, whatever is not good for them. Their dependency, so they can release their false self, ego, mind, guilt, fear. Because I feel energy so clearly. And I always do a video because so many times, not always, I feel the condition in somebody. I'm not personal guide, but then I must speak 1 hour or so about the topic. You know. You will become a master. Before you suffered because you felt the energy of others. Now you feel the energies of others so clearly. that you know what is the problem, and you're going to be master that actually scans them and feels in them. You're going to assist them because you healed yourself, your sensitivity. Your sensitivity became greatest power. Now you're master healer, spiritual master, psychic, counselor, guru. You feel things as they are in truth, not as they appear to be in the mind. So yes, sensitivity is greatest power of greatest masters. I give you my word, because I'm so sensitive. You know how. No, you don't. Only I know. But girls around me told me, women are not so sensitive. Purna, what is with you? I'm here to be a spiritual master, baby. To feel the problems within you that you don't even know that there are causes within you and you're projecting your mind. And vulnerability. There's another part of this video that I want to speak. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's greatest strength. Greatest strength. Men of this world lost in masculine mind. They think that being vulnerable, to express their emotions, to express how you feel, to express your fear, to express what doesn't feel right, to express your emotions, what you love, what is truly in your heart, how sensitive you are, that this is a weakness. No. But this is a weakness, that they do not dare to be vulnerable. They do not dare to express their emotions. They do not dare to express what they feel. They are afraid. Afraid. They get hurt. So weak. If they would show who they are, this is who I am. This is what I'm here to do. I cry sometimes, I'm sensitive. They would say like this. They would express it out in the world. They could express their true heart and find their purpose and bring love in this world. And they would maybe find what they are here to do, because they would not be afraid and so weak what others would say, what others would judge. If others are to attack and judge, they do not dare to be vulnerable, and that's why they are weak. They do not dare to express their emotions, how they feel, what is truly in their heart. Divine Masculine runs away because they think expressing their emotions, being vulnerable, is a weakness. But it is not. And like they are not being vulnerable, expressing their truth from the heart. They never do what is in their heart and never achieve it as a heart, what is in their heart. They never start doing what is in their heart because they do not dare to be vulnerable. If you want to express what is in your heart, you have to be vulnerable. People will judge you, attack you. And same in love. They are afraid that they will get hurt. Their heart is singing, but they do not express their emotions. They are like in war. They are having their shields on, like somebody will attack them. And they do not follow their heart. They do not express their emotions. They say it's too intense. They do not show what they feel. They do not say what they are afraid, but they run away. So they run away from their greatest love. I know. I'm Divine Feminine Soul. My twin, she ran away like this. But I am her within me that I am. I am complete now. Before I was just Divine Feminine. Now I'm whole and complete. I'm a man and woman that I am. Before I was not in that power of a lion. I was a very weak little girl. Sensitive. And they run away from everything what their heart desires. They are doing for people what doesn't feel right. Out of guilt, out of fear, of being vulnerable. They are putting up with what people do to them and it really feels like shit. Because they do not dare to be vulnerable, to express their emotions, to say, this doesn't feel right to me. I don't want to do this. This doesn't feel right to me. Please stop do this in my personal energy. So they have all the people around them that do not really love them, that do to them what they do not like to see, and make them do what they do not want to do. So they are full of resentment, full of hate, and they start hating people. And they never show who they are. And they have people in their life that do not love them because they never showed them. They never said, no, I'm not here to do this. It doesn't feel right. No, don't do this in my house, in my energy. It really doesn't feel right. If they would. So if you are not being vulnerable, your greatest dreams, your greatest purpose, what you are here to do, your greatest creation cannot come out. Like, I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive, and I feel everything in negative comments. I'm so vulnerable. I'm doing most crazy things, most crazy comedy that people judge. I express myself. I am vulnerable, knowing that they can judge this and that. And in this way, I became a master, and in this way, every day, I am truly expressing my true heart. If I want to write like a roomie, I will write like a roomie. If I want to write like fucking shit, like I'm a motherfucker. Like I'm a motherfucker coming from ghetto, I don't give a fuck. I be expressing myself like this, bitch, come, I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel now, motherfucker, come on. And then, in the silence of the mind, you will find the answer. I'll express all my colors, all my truth out in public. Being vulnerable, and people point fingers. I know. I expressing childlike joke and comedy about Jesus. People say, Jesus judges you, I judge you. You maybe don't care, but Jesus cares. They throw the darkness at me. I'm being vulnerable. I do more sick comedy about Jesus, even go more far, because I know that the true spirit of Jesus is laughing at the comedy and crying at those who judge me. If judgment is within them, but in my comedy only intimate love and union with the source that heals the world. No judgment, no fear, no reverence. Just comedy. And I'm vulnerable, I'm expressing myself, and that's why I'm building myself, and I am true and unique, authentic master that I am. And I'm expressing myself every day. Vulnerability is greatest strength. Because now you can express, you are strong enough that you express the things that people will judge and attack. You dare to be vulnerable. And you have only people that love you in your life if you dare to be vulnerable. Why? Because when people are in your life and they are doing things in your energy, you are vulnerable enough to say, hey, I'm sensitive. This doesn't feel right in my energy. Please stop. And then you see people who do not love you. You don't love me. You don't. Who do you think that you are? You think that you're something more than me? They just want to give you that shit. They want you to do for them what they do want from you. You don't want to do it. You told them, I don't want to do it now. It doesn't feel right. You are a bad person if you don't do it. You don't love me. So you see now, they don't love you. You see now who are the people who only want to project something and do things to you that doesn't feel right because you told them, hey, I'm sensitive, this doesn't feel right, and they don't stop. They gaslight. And people who actually want you to do things for them, with them, and you do it, and you said, no, I don't have time. This is not what I want to do anymore, doesn't feel right. And then, you don't love me, who do you think you are? They gaslight you, they blame you. Now you see the motherfuckers who do not love you. And they are motherfuckers, they are fucking your mother's plan up for you. And now you see who loves you and who does not. Because those who doesn't love you, they will blame you for who you are. And they will leave. And you will have only people in your life that love you for who you are and respect how you feel, that you don't want to do that now, that you actually don't have time, that this doesn't feel right, and they will stop doing it, stop expecting, and then you will see who are the people in your life that really love you. You know. You have to be vulnerable enough. You will master your craft. You will express the most crazy things in your heart. You will become a master. You will reach enlightenment. Vulnerability is greatest strength. And you will have only friends who love you because they take you as you are. If something doesn't feel right, you don't want to do it. They respect you. You will have only those who love you. In your life, you will have yourself. Because you will show, this is not who I am. Stop doing this in my energy. This is not who I am. I won't do this. It doesn't feel right. You are being yourself. Vulnerability, greatest gift. Now you gain yourself back. And you follow. You are vulnerable to follow whatever is in your heart. To take the leap of faith. Even though you can lose everything. You are vulnerable to show yourself. And you are vulnerable to go after your true love. You don't run away. You express your emotions. You show your emotions. You are strong enough to show how you feel. What is within you. You don't run away. And you can find your greatest dreams, your greatest friends, your greatest purpose in life. You find yourself, your greatest self, and you can even find your greatest love. Because you are vulnerable enough to go after the love that is most intense. I'm willing, but my twin is running, I'm leave her alone. But I will tell her, vulnerability, baby, is greatest strength of greatest masters. And you're weak, because you don't dare to be vulnerable. You don't dare to express your emotions, how you feel. It's too intense, you ran away. I love you, I always will. We never see each other, I am one that I am you in my heart. I feel you clearly. It's not too intense, I'm ready to hug you. But you are being weak, not being vulnerable is greatest weakness. Being vulnerable is greatest power. You will achieve everything what is the best for you. If you will have the power to be vulnerable enough to show what is truly in your heart, who you truly are, what feels right and what doesn't, your truth. And sensitivity is greatest power of greatest masters. You will feel everything as it is clearly, not as it appears to be. You will trust what you feel. And in following what you feel, trusting what you feel, you always feel what's right for you. You become your greatest master on earth. You will feel people, truth that you can teach the truth. You will help others because you will feel things within them they cannot see in themselves. You will feel the truth it is. You will feel others. You can become greatest healer, psychic, greatest master. Because greatest spiritual masters like Jesus, Buddha, they were most sensitive. And I was most sensitive, suffered so much. And I give you my word now. Sensitivity is greatest power of greatest masters. So be proud on your sensitivity. Stay strong. Work on yourself. Meditate. Go in nature. Take your shoes off. Work on yourself. Stay away from whatever doesn't feel right. Stay away from people, from negative energy, from negative attention. Really take time. 1, 2, 3. How many hours you can per day to be alone? To be with yourself, to recollect yourself, like meditation in nature, like I said, to just be in yourself. But otherwise, all the people that make you feel not right and really make you feel suffer, release them out of your life, remove them out of your life, and give no attention to negative attention, because that make you suffer. And just have people in your life who love you, who appreciate and respect your sensitivity. Go away from everything, every situation, everyone doesn't feel right. Work on yourself and be around only people and situations and do things that feel right, that you don't suffer in. Work on yourself. So you heal your sensitivity and you become greatest master on earth. Because sensitivity is greatest power of greatest masters on earth. And I'm most sensitive and I give you my word because sensitivity and vulnerability is my greatest power. Without of it, there would be no out of the word that I am, no master that I am, nothing, because I would be afraid and not vulnerable to express my sensitivity. So thank you. I'm doing this for you, so you can know if you are sensitive and suffering. Sensitivity is your greatest power, and what is suffering now is to be your greatest treasure, your greatest mastery. And I give you my word just for that. For we are one. We are walking each other home. I have suffered in sensitivity so much that now I can teach. And if you love my teaching, if you love the art of the word that I am, do know that I'm open to donations. I always put my link there. Without of your donation, there would be no art of the word that I am. I appreciate you so much. I'm so grateful, as crazy, as sensitive as I am. Being myself, I know this. And I'm so grateful. Thank you. Every gift, every coin, I appreciate from the heart. Without of you, there'll be no art of the word that I am. But I cannot save you. You have to work on yourself. Honor your sensitivity. Give peace to yourself. Give away. Go away to what doesn't feel right. Work on yourself and express yourself. Be vulnerable. And then you heal yourself. Stay away from what doesn't feel right. I can only give you my word. But I give you my word. For everyone who offers me a donation, I do white light source healing, quantum healing, baby. Beyond time and space. No appointment needed. You don't need to stay still. It's quantum healing. I feel clearly, and I give you my word. I am the word that I am. Everyone who ever offers me a donation, I do healing on such beautiful being. In distance, you given me surprise. I surprise you, but I cannot heal you. I can only help you with my energy so you feel better. But I will purify everything out. Don't worry. All the energies, I'll ground you. I'll get out what needs to get out. I'll balance you. And I cover you with diamonds, with white light. I do what I can. But your faith and your work on yourself heals you. If you start following what you feel and go away from what doesn't feel right, and you start expressing yourself and you work on yourself, you will heal yourself. My healing can assist you how much you assist yourself. That is powerful. I give you my word. And I give you my word for every donation I do healing on your beautiful being. But I cannot heal you. You heal yourself. I'm just so grateful for your surprise gift. I don't use messenger in these things. So I do something to surprise you, to give you a gift in energy. So we are in this together, as sensitive as I am, as crazy as I am. I tell you, sensitivity is gift of greatest masters. So honor your sensitivity, because the greatest masters on earth that did greatest things were most sensitive, because they could feel the truth as it is, not as it appears to be. And they were most vulnerable because they expressed the truth in this world that could not accept it. And they became greatest master, they did greatest things. And you are one of them. So if you are sensitive, you know sensitivity is your greatest power, but you maybe just need to heal and master your sensitivity to step in your power. And I give you my word just for that. For namaste, with much love to you beautiful souls. Sensitivity is greatest power. Vulnerability is greatest strength. I give you my word. Mwah.